You know the feeling, right? Your kid comes home from school, they've got a sniffle, and suddenly that math homework looks like climbing Mount Everest. But what if the link between being healthy and being able to learn is, well, much, much deeper than just one tough afternoon? Today, we're going to dig into why a student's well being isn't just a nice to have, it's the actual foundation of their education.
So let's just ask the question straight up, because it gets right to the heart of it. What does a fever really have to do with a report card?
The answer? Oh, pretty much everything. See, a student's health and their education aren't two separate things. They're totally connected. Think of well-being as the engine. If it starts to sputter, the whole car is going to slow down.
Okay, so how do we actually build schools that get this? Schools that really do support both health and learning? Well, our guide for this explainer is going to be these three core pillars: communication, preparation, and leadership. Let's break down what each one looks like in practice. First things first, let's start with the person at the center of it all, the student. How do we shift our thinking from just, dealing with sick days to actually proactively supporting their overall well-being? This right here, this captures such a huge change in how we should approach this. We're moving away from that old high-pressure mindset of keep up or you'll fall behind. The new way is all about support. It's about swapping that pressure for real options and replacing stress with a genuine focus on getting better. And one of the best tools to make that happen is something called an optional workbank. Just think of it like a digital library, but with zero pressure. It's full of interesting stuff a student can check out if they feel up to it. It lets them stay connected without the stress of deadlines. The message it sends is so important. Your health comes first, period. And what about when a student is ready to come back? Well, the goal shouldn't be to immediately bury them in missed assignments. It's about reconnecting. This stage return is brilliant because it puts their well-being first. You start with a simple, quiet check-in, then you help them ease back into the social side of school, and only then do you start to gradually catch up on academics. It's just a more human way to do it. But here's the thing, supporting a student isn't a one-person job. It's a total team sport. So now, let's zoom out a bit and talk about that crucial partnership between home and school. The foundation of any good partnership is communication. And in the world we live in today, that means we have to make it super, super simple for parents to share important info about their child's health. This is all about getting rid of the hassle. Parents are busy. So by using the tools they're already using, like a quick online form, a simple text message, or the main school app, we make sure that important information gets shared quickly and easily, no friction. And this leads us to someone who is so often a hero in our schools, the school nurse. It is so important to see them as more than just a first aider. They are a strategic partner in education. They're the ones who can build that bridge between health and learning, creating things like individual health plans and really fostering a culture of wellness. All right, for our last section, let's pull the camera all the way back to see the biggest picture. Because all these individual strategies are great, but they can only really work if the entire school culture supports them. And that starts right at the top, with leadership. It's so easy to forget this, but a healthy school needs healthy teachers. It's not rocket science. As you can see here, when a teacher is out sick, it creates this ripple effect that hits everyone. Learning gets disrupted, other teachers get stressed, and students can even feel anxious. It's simple. Teacher well-being is student well-being. And this is exactly where school leaders have to step up. They have to build a culture where taking a sick day isn't seen as a problem, but as a responsibility. When you make it simple for staff to report an illness and you genuinely encourage them to rest and recover, you prevent burnout and you keep the whole school community healthier. This quote really nails one of the biggest challenges for school leaders, that constant pressure to hit attendance targets. But the best leaders get it. They know that having a trusting, positive relationship with their families and staff is worth way more than any number on a spreadsheet. They choose empathy over enforcement every time. So, after all that, what are the big ideas we should walk away with? Let's quickly tie it all together. This little framework is a fantastic roadmap. It shows you how those three pillars we talked about, communication, preparation, and leadership, aren't just abstract ideas. They have real, practical applications at every level, whether you're talking about an individual student, partnerships with parents, or how the whole school is led. Look, if there's only one thing you remember from all of this, let it be this. Supporting health isn't some extra task on a long to-do list. It's absolutely fundamental to the entire mission of education. Because really, it all comes down to a simple truth. A healthy school is a learning school. So, I'll leave you with this to think about. In your own school, in your community, is health treated like a barrier we just have to get over, or is it seen as the very foundation that all learning has to be built on? The answer to that question, well, it could change everything.